Hello everybody, this is Solar Tiger with another video, and today's video is going to be about my wind generator. So outside you can see I have a wind generator. This is the Rutland 913 wind generator from Marlec Engineering. It's on a 10-foot pole at the bottom of my garden, and you can see that I am in a built-up area. So this is not an ideal place for a wind generator. Well, that's the windiest part of my garden. So there is a cable from the wind generator over to the shed, and from the shed over to the house. And the wind comes out here on the left. There's a wire from here all the way up here, up through this bundle of cables, and it comes out with this wire up here. I've had a bit of a rejig in my solar cabinet, and I've now put in the wind regulator. So this cable comes from the wind generator. It goes through an amp meter. That's the amp meter I used to use on my solar system. I have repurposed it for the wind system. So the positive cable comes up to the positive of the meter. From the negative of the meter we go to the positive of the wind charge controller. This is the Marlec HRSI charge regulator. This is for the wind generator, and you can also add 160 watts of solar panels. This is a PWM regulator. So there's no MPPT in this, and this is made to work with the Rutland wind generators. You can use it with the Rutland 504, the 913, the 914, and some other of their wind generators. So this is a very basic kind of charge controller, and then there's a pair of wires that go to the battery. The yellow and black wire, yellow being positive, black being negative. And what I've simply done is I've gone down here, through a fuse in the positive wire, and just looped it into the battery terminals on my solar charge controller. This is a 7.5 amp fuse. You should have a fuse in every positive line in case there is a fault in the charge controller. We won't try to discharge the battery bank into the charge controller. So that's what the fuse is for. So the charge controller has two LEDs and a switch. Now the LED on the right is the status of the battery. You can see there's a green light, there's a green symbol, an amber symbol, and a red symbol. So the light can be green, amber, or red. When it is green, the battery is fully charged, and it is being fully charged. It's over 13.5 volts. The light goes from amber to green at about 13.5 volts. When the voltage falls under 13.5 volts, the amber light comes on. We're currently at 12.8 volts, and that's a good resting voltage of the battery bank. If the red light comes on, it means your battery is very low, and you either have a problem with your charging or you're using your load too much. In either case, you need to find some way of charging your battery. This switch here is mainly for the wind generator. If you need to stop the wind generator for any reason, you push the switch into the up position, and it stops charging the battery, and it applies a braking effect to the wind generator. It will just idle around but not produce any power. So if you need to work on anything, you can shut down the wind generator. It will not stop it from turning, it will just turn very slowly. In normal running mode, the switch is in the on position, and it allows the charge to go into the battery from the wind generator, and it runs normally. So that's how that works. This controller can work on 12 volts or 24 volts. I have it set up on a 12 volt system. So that's the Marlec HRSI. I believe it cost me about £70, and I've had it for about 4 or 5 years now. So that's just a quick view of my wind power system. So outside is the Rutland 913. The manufacturer's ratings for this is supposedly 300 watts. I've had about 100 watts out of it, and that's the maximum I've had. I think to get 300 watts you would really literally have to have a gale, and it will probably damage your wind generator, because that sort of wind speed would be insane. So this is Solar Tiger with a quick overview of my wind system, and until next time, this is Solar Tiger saying thank you for watching. Thank you.